Hey yo, it was good, it was good. This is the OKD show, and we're here live at Owen Lodge. We're about to talk about the preview, the semi-final stage, the game that went down, and the final game. England beating the Spain. It's gonna be a dope match, a dope game to watch. Feel me? Without further ado, let's get right into it. So I welcome you all once again to the show. Today, without wasting much time, Olie Watkins' goal came in a clutch, sending England straight into the final. And what do you think about the cool side taking on the captain, Harry Kane, bringing on Olie Watkins?
Well, Harry Kane hasn't been instrumental in this tournament right from the beginning. I think he has 2 goals, all coming from penalty.
One penalty.
Two coming from
one penalty.
One penalty. Really, it's not be that Harry Kane we used to know going into tournaments like this. And I think the coach introducing Watkins on the game made an impact, because if he would have played Harry Kane to the final minute, I think the game might go extra minutes. So Watkins coming in, being one of the top scorers in the Premier League last season, vouching for the player of the season position, which went to Foden, which I still don't understand why Watkins didn't win that individual role. But him coming in, he just showed that he still got something in him. He's not just a one season striker. He can bump into anytime anywhere, just when you put him into the right spot for him to get a direct goal. He sends you.
Ghost, your take on that?
Yeah, I think Gary Southgate did a really great thing by introducing Watkins to the final stage of the game, because to me it was a surprise start, because we've not seen Olie Watkins play since the beginning of the right.
It's just like he was featured in just a
Oseyu playing for Madrid is similar to Olie Watkins playing for the English team. See, they don't get that minute, but when they come in, they just show you that.
Ivan Toney has been playing ahead of Olie Watkins.
Yeah. So I think for me, I was expecting the same old change. Palmer, Eze, and Ivan Toney, exactly. So Olie Watkins coming in the dying series of the minutes was really surprising, and for me, he delivered. That ball from Cole Palmer to him was exceptional. I mean, he could have went for the chase pass to Paris and chose Olie Watkins. So I think he was really incredible. Yeah, he was. So that's my take on that.
Yeah, I feel like from the tactical point of the game, I feel like the coach knew what to do and what not to do. Because if you are playing an offensive side that are not playing a high line defensive something, you can't bring in Tony Yuba unless maybe like you don't know the exact tactics. Exact tactics. So bringing in Watkins, I realized Harry was slowing the attacking play. Me and Harry Kane, I see him say like he be number 10. He's not that typical
up front. I think he's the most creative one up front.
Like usually, more times he creates from the midfield. He doesn't create in the final thing. So I think from the start I never doubted Southgate. So I knew his capabilities and what he can do and all that. And moreover, like the way he has been bashed throughout the tournament, I knew what I believe he knew what he was doing. So that one day I give it to him, and I know for sure the final he will pull some different tactics altogether.
Okay. some different tactics altogether. Okay, wait, Bukayo Saka and Phil Foden. Phil Foden being the best player of the season, Bukayo Saka. Their goals combined was like, goal involvement was like more than 30 goals. Who think they are struggling for form at this point?
I didn't take much time to watch that game last night, but the short clips I've watched from the highlight being played, I don't know if you guys might have a different opinion on this. I really saw from the clips I watched, I really saw Foden very instrumental.
On the
Compared to the previous matches.
Last night he was.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, so I've seen an improvement coming up.
I know he was playing as a number 10 last night, more of winger.
So he's playing at where he really plays best. I think yesterday was one moment of his night. I think the criticism coming from him and all that stuff he needs to get affecting his mental. I think he took that game very personal to prove the others wrong that hey, I've got something in me that I can do. So I think kudos to him.
Okay.
He had like 3 shots on target.
Okay. Boost the take.
Yeah. I mean, he did perform. He did perform in that particular game against Netherlands. So we give him that as compared to their previous matches. Yeah, he really did perform. And we saw the folding we all knew in Manchester City in the last 9 games. So
Bukayo Saka was on the score sheet against
Bukayo Saka, I said
the quarterfinal.
Yeah,
He was on the score sheet.
from the round of 16 through the quarterfinal to the semis, Bukayo has been exceptional. I mean, you could have been
Exceptional.
on that.
Exceptional.
Yeah,
Bro,
He has
come
never
on.
been exceptional.
Exceptional is
He has been okay. What do you mean okay?
He's been okay.
You know,
It's an average performance. We all know what Bukayo Saka is capable of.
Yeah,
what
yeah,
he
yeah.
poses in attack. So with the performance, last season performance compared to
are you
this,
guys trying
I
to
don't think
belittle Bukayo Saka?
it's,
Nah, we are not
it's an average.
belittling
It's an
him.
average performance, I think.
From yesterday's match, the only England players who really caught my eye, Bukayo Saka, Kobe
That one, the obvious.
and I think Olie Watkins. You get me? So I mean.
Declan Rice was also superb.
Declan Rice, thank you very much. Escape me. So let's not get it
The
twisted.
Saka argument, I think him playing at the English team, was he playing at the same position that Rashford used to play?
Nah.
No.
Sterling.
But
Rashford used to play on the
compared
left
to
side.
his last
Saka
tournament,
will come.
comparing this
And even
his
sometimes
performance
he
here,
play-
comparing his performance at
last
last tournament,
To the previous one,
he's not performing. He's not meeting that.
He's been dipping up to that starboy that feel me back in his own country.
That's what's
I
up.
think
That's
he
what's
might
up.
need to improve.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So,
No
Comino
Saka was surprised.
has all. Ever since Comino came into the limelight, he's had the eyes. People has got soft spot for him. But I don't know if
What soft spot?
I don't know.
He's performing against us.
Listen to me. Let me conclude. Like
Yeah.
he's had a whole lot of people from the very jump. Like, but for me, at first I thought he wasn't that creative, influencing games. But with yesternight's performance, I feel like he was quite superb.
He was.
So
If you say so, then you've not been watching his matches.
How many matches
Because
have you played for United?
from
That should be your question.
But he's been
So,
playing.
what's Kobemenu's performance? Don't you think is probably the best since the start of this series?
That's the best.
At his
At
show.
his position.
Yes.
At his position for England,
No, probably not the best.
probably not the best.
Compared to all the
like,
others.
like the question, the question again. The
He
question
said
again.
Kobe Mainu in the English team playing as his position. He's been exceptional than any other English player
Oh yeah,
playing
oh
at his
yeah, oh yeah.
That one is it's a fact.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
Yeah. But as compared to the whole tournament, he will probably be number 3 or something.
Number 3, I don't think he will be
Yeah.
number
No,
3.
no, for the whole tournament.
No,
That one
Yeah.
is
Fabian, Daniel Olmo, Rodrigo.
his position.
Position.
Daniel Mo doesn't play
Okay,
the same
okay.
position as.
let's talk about this star boy. So do you think Communion can be the next face of English national team?
The next phase of the English midfield is probably Declan Rice and
Facts.
Facts.
Yeah, I think
So
that's the
then,
best.
I think
That's
so.
the perfect
English
combi.
Exactly.
That's the perfect
Yeah.
true.
Yes.
Exactly.
Even yesterday in that crucial game.
Because
eh,
from next season, Jude Bellingham is not going to play as a number 10 in Real Madrid. He's going to take some close position. You can play as number 8. And
he will be competing with Valverde.
you get other
Maybe.
players.
Maybe.
Who else is there?
Okay, let's get that.
Who else?
Ancelotti is
Let's cut
still
the
there.
argument
But who
short.
else is
Let's
number
cut
10
the
right now
argument
in the
short.
current squad?
Let's cut the argument
Yeah.
short.
Yeah.
So
And
so far,
Ancelotti.
Vini was a favorite. Was also a favorite for the Ballon d'Or. He's out of the competition. He's out of the Copa America. And with Bellingham's performance at the Eagles right now, with his influence coming in with some late equalizer, some one goal win, like, you think he's still a favorite for the Ballon d'Or?
He's one of the favorites, but it doesn't change the position being ranked.
Yeah.
Vini is still winning the Ballon d'Or, regardless of what Jude Bellingham might do for his country. Because Vini has been exceptional for Real Madrid in the dying stages of the Champions League.
Yeah.
And
So,
their
talking of- okay,
league trophy, he's been very
I'm not-
instrumental for them.
Yeah.
Though Jude Bellingham scored that goal,
Okay.
but Vini has been Vini.
Okay.
I think it's his
Okay,
time.
talking about he being good for Real Madrid at the Champions League stage. Vini won the best La Liga player, La Liga's best player, I think. Jude won the best
Bellingham.
La Liga best player. So comparing how many matches, like 30 something matches to Champions League matches, like you
Nah,
think it's
you see, the Champions League is the toughest European competition concerning club
Last
size.
time, yeah.
So if you perform at that stage and you performing in the league,
Jude's
no matter
Sometimes
no matter what,
it
you will
really
be ahead of
counts
you.
when coming on to international stages though.
Yeah.
Winning international trophies
Yeah,
as
that one
compared to
too,
club
yeah.
teams give you a high position of winning individual awards than playing in the Champions League and winning that award. But I think Vinicius, nothing, he might rewrite that statement of you winning an international trophy is granting you an easy way to Ballon d'Or or something. He might change all
You've
the
seen that with,
narrative
you've seen
about
that with
that.
a whole lot of
He's
players.
been very great.
Messi won the Copa America and the World Cup, and he was winning him over the Ballon d'Or or something. Don't you think? I think they both have same stats. With him bringing in an international trophy, don't you think he pushes him ahead of
That
Bellingham.
him? Yeah.
I really think Bellingham is performing and deserves the Ballon d'Or. But to what the country is saying right now, when we look at 2010, Wesley Schneider and yeah. I mean, Schneider won the Champions
He
League.
won
The Champions League.
he won 3
Everything.
trophies for Inter.
He won what?
But he still
Nah,
didn't
he
win
didn't win
that.
the World Cup.
he won the treble.
Now he won a trouble at his club side.
Inter Milan.
Let's talk about
Nah,
even
he won a
Iniesta.
trouble that year.
Iniesta won the World Cup. He won the league. He won every domestic trophy.
But Messi won.
But Messi won the Ballon d'Or. So
Yeah.
I think maybe he might have a say on that on the issues. But I mean, Ballon d'Or is all about it. So let's see what happens.
And you know that fact is like it only works for Ronaldo and Messi.
How?
It doesn't work for Ronaldo.
Nah,
It's
like,
an
let's
individual
assume-
PR. The marketing strategy
yeah, that's
for
why
you
I'm
best.
like that's why I'm saying
Goal
it
shot.
only
But right
works
now,
for the
everything is working for Vinicius Junior. Comparing his Instagram following, everything. Talking about PR, Vinicius Junior is ahead
So
of
the England PR, the English
I think that one.
PR is really strong.
It's strong, but
It's
right
strong
now,
with Bellingham.
No, the
right
English,
now, Vinicius
like,
PR is coming from
yes,
every
yes,
string of the
everywhere.
world. It's not centered around only this village. You see, the Bellingham factor is being talked about 2 countries,
Okay.
England and Spanish. But I think the Vini talks are everywhere, coming from every legendary player playing. It's been very good.
Okay. So let's talk about the match. They performed. They were third, I think, at that group, coming on to the local stage. You think that Koeman wasn't that
I wouldn't blame Koeman for
So why is he not playing Jeremy Frimpong?
Frimpong has, I don't know, Frimpong has never been a player being considered by the Dutch, regardless of whatever he does for his club.
only
I
because he
think the previous
performed.
coach
That might also be a tactical reason.
he did very great for Bayer Leverkusen, but that previous coach didn't name him in a squad, and there was magazines and his sports outlets complaining about him not being, and this time he got called, but the same thing is happening. He's not playing.
But I got some chances from their.
I think yeah. But I wouldn't blame Koeman. I think the Dutch team is coming from the same French team, right? The same group France came.
Yeah. Austria.
That group has not been an exceptional group for me, considering
They weren't
the
impressive,
matches and the quality of players they were coming on to this tournament. So them excelling to that stage was even a question mark for me. But me seeing them in the semi-final, it was like really, these people know what they are about, and they know the mathematics they are working on with the games they are playing. So that team, I wasn't expecting a surprise from them. I was just expecting maybe they could, maybe a one goal defend, so they draw the curtains on the match. But yeah, the surprise I wasn't expecting came up.
Xavi Simons, he's been one player since he was a kid. He's been one player almost every football fan thinks he's going to be a very great player. Looking at his performance at the Euros, the tournament this year, do you think he's that boy everybody expected him to be? He has become that boy everybody expected him to be.
Well, Xavi Simons, his qualities have not dipped. Maybe it might be with a national team, but Xavi Simons playing for a club team is always Xavi Simons. I think from the coming from the La Masia Academy, he was one of the players that the media was really centered around him being the next gen. He's on the way of being the gen, though he might not be the player for Netherlands. But check the stats he's played for everything he has been on. He's been very good for Leipzig. He won the Dutch Cup.
Barcelona.
Yeah, the Barcelona, he didn't get a chance to play for.
No, but he gets some few minutes.
But Barca didn't
He didn't play the
have
first
that.
team,
He never played for the first team. So
No,
he won the
got
Dutch.
first team player at PSG.
Yeah, PSV
yeah.
and Dovin. PSV and Dovin. He won the Dutch Cup.
PSG.
PSG is the mother club that signed him from Barcelona. But he's been Xavi Simons, although his national team qualities haven't been seen. But I think he's still player of a gen. He's very luxurious for the team.
Let's talk about the side. Mbappe, we all know. You think he struggled for fun in this tournament? Having only one goal of penalty. What Mbappe's fun to look at this tournament? Him coming out from the LeBron's top scorer. Was it the LeBron top scorer? He's always been
the LeBron top scorer.
Like,
I think he won
being
two
the
trophies.
top scorer
Being
at the World
third,
Cup.
but at the start of the season they won a trophy,
Yeah.
and they won the LeBron and they won the French Cup.
He won everything.
He won everything. It's 3 trophies in total.
Yeah. So do you think there was something that proved his poor performance?
Mbappe has not really performed in Euros. The last Euros he didn't perform.
I think he missed the penalty against Switzerland.
I don't think the European tournament system performed at the World Cup. I don't think he has not performed by any nations league he has been. So it's not really a surprise for me that he's not performing. But all the same, he's
Okay. Still on the French side, N'Golo Kante, we never expected his performance, I think. But for me, I think he's been superb. What do you think about him being subbed off? Do you think they could have done something with him being hands toward them on the pitch playing. Like he was sat there while Superman was playing with a yellow card. For me, I feel like he was the only player driving the ball forward, taking on, trying to dispossessing a whole lot of possession. So I do think his absence, him being subbed off, cost.
Before I go to that bit, the Netherlands, before Netherlands and England, they've played like 5 semi-finals. They have only advanced in 1, and that one, they've played in 5 semi-finals, and they've been advanced in 1, and that one too they won it. So me them play in England, I knew from the start that England will usually. And coming to N'Golo Kante, that's stuff. I felt like tactically the coach didn't get it right, because Mbappe was like per the match they are midfield. There is no any creativity. Mbappe, Kante was the only player who was able to drive the ball, pass it. Chouameni, I didn't see any extraordinary something.
Don't know the work of Chouameni.
Oh, Ross, Charlie.
Don't know the work of
Chouameni. He was just in the team. He was just in the team. What exceptional impact did he? Yeah, he was just part of the squad.
Chouameni,
Charlie.
Chouameni is the number 6. You get me? You don't expect him to be creating chances and
which position does Rodri play?
6.
So like as a 6, you must influence the game.
But they are both they are different players from different systems.
Nah,
What are you talking
as
about?
a 6, right now in the modern day football, things are getting more advanced.
The system
that old number 6 type, it's fading out.
What do you mean it's fading out?
It's fading out.
It's not fading out. Some coaches want the same number.
So can you mention 5?
Okay, let's keep this argument for some other
5 words.
5 defensive midfielders which are unable to influence, like possess
time is
and
not
take
really
players
on,
on, like Omenu usually.
Omenu is not number 6.
But
time is
he can play as number 6.
Time is not really on.
That doesn't mean he's a number 6.
Bro. Time is not really
Chouameni
on.
is a number 6.
Time is really not on our side, so let's talk about. Let's talk a little bit about it.
Number 6. I'm saying they play in different.
Let's talk a little bit about the Spain national team.
The system that Rodrigo plays in is not the same system as what.
But they are all number 6.
But they play in different systems.
Let's say
many can't fit in the Spain squad.
Let's save this
but he's very
argument.
Spanish.
Let's save this argument for some other time, if you want. Let's talk a bit about the Spanish national team. Whoa, they've been superb. 6 out of 6, I think. Is it 6 out of 6? No loss, not even a single draw. Like they've been outstanding. Lamine Yamal.
It was only yesterday that I agree with Okanto's perception about Lamine Yamal being the best player of the tournament.
Oh bro!
It was only
The youngest best player.
The youngest best player.
Yes.
By him being the best player, no.
He satisfied my performance.
Even for the youngest best player, unqualified.
Who qualifies?
Who qualifies?
Unqualified.
In this tournament.
Or underage. Unqualified.
What do you mean he's underage?
Underage like how?
What do you mean
Unqualified.
he's underage?
He's 17 the next 2
He's
days.
16.
He doesn't qualify.
Still, he's a young
The match
player.
it will just end this coming Sunday. So how can you tell me you
But you can't name a young player.
Player playing better than Lamine Yamal.
Can you give me one?
the best player? Obviously, you know the player.
Who?
Godmenu.
Look
I'm not
at
counting on argument. Let's continue.
Let's not talk about this.
I think the Spanish.
The age factor, like it doesn't, really count on it.
Look at the ball the guy they play. Goal involvement for and everything.
I don't think this Lamine
Okay, at the end of the day,
Lamine Yamal being the
we all
best,
see.
the youngest best player
one.
at the tournament right now, it's not arguable. feel me?
Everything
He's probably the best. Obviously the best.
Everything is
Obviously the best. I don't think he's bringing him for me. You feel me? Bro, let's talk about it.
So that one.
well, the Spanish team, you know, them coming on to this tournament, they were favorites, but me ranking them on my favorite bar chart list, I just gave them a small rating of my favorite. I think my favorites were Germany, and I was thinking the experience might help the Spanish team, but then they just told me, hey, we are not talking about experience here. Football is evolving every day, and we are about to bring down new changes onto football. So them coming on to this game, they didn't talk much about that experience. They were like, hey, we are young team, we are hungry, we are proving ourselves to the world that, hey, give us the mantle and we will deliver for you. So the Spanish team just delivering for them.
But they've surprised me.
It's a very great encouragement coming from the coach. Him being the under 17 coach, the under 20 coach, him being the favorite coach point by the Spanish Federation to lead the Spain team. I think that would be one of the best decisions. They will just sit down and say, hey, we've been very good with this, and I will applaud him for that.
Okay. Let's talk about Dani Olmo. I feel like everything happens for a good reason. Pedro being out from the Spanish team and bringing on Dani Olmo, I think I don't know how to put this, but I feel like Dani Olmo deserves a start ahead of Pedro compared to their performances. Dani Olmo has been outstanding, like superb. Wow. What's your take on that?
I feel Dani Olmo. I've not really watched Spain.
Dani Olmo, how old is he? Dani Olmo.
I don't think he's up to that.